Okay, so you should have your bread ready to go. It should have doubled in size. Camera's a little bit too high. It's like super cold in my house today as I'm wearing like my winter jacket right now. It's anyway. I think it's going to warm up later, so I don't want to turn on my heat. I'm like, what's the point? Okay. Doubled in size. If you did it overnight, then you need to make sure that you have left this out on your counter for 1 to 2 hours to get it up to room temperature. If you just did one rise, I mean, everybody did one rise, but if you just left it on your counter, then you don't need to do anything else. So we have that ready. We're going to make an egg wash. This is for actually 3 different recipes. You might be doing the star bread, the Christmas wreath, or you might be doing a pull apart bread. They all use the egg wash, so I'm just making one video. Um, so I did. I made this video a second ago. Actually, I already have my egg wash done, but I forgot to push the play, so I'm redoing it. So I'm going to pretend to make my egg wash, but follow along with me. So we're going to take one whole egg and we're going to crack it into just like a little, pretend I cracked that, into a little cereal bowl. Okay, just one whole egg. And then we're going to take a little bit of water, 1 tablespoon, your big spoon. Okay, I like to dip it in like this to make sure that it is, that's the best way really to measure a small amount of water. Pour it in, and then we're going to stir it with a fork, like scramble it up, okay? We want to make sure that we don't see any little bits of egg white in here or yolk separately, that it's all combined together. Now, while you're working on that, I'm going to talk about the things that you need. So you're going to need your rolling pin and some flour to roll this out. We're also going to need a baking sheet if you're doing the star bread or the Christmas wreath. I have a silicone baking liner. Parchment paper will also work. If you're doing the pull apart bread, you need a bread pan. Make sure that you grease the sides, the bottom, everything really well on this before you come back. I have a silicone pastry brush for my egg wash. And finally, whatever filling we talked about in class. So it could be Nutella, it could be jam with dried fruit, whatever you're doing today, make sure that you have that as well so that we can do the next video together. And actually, before we go, I'm going to do one more thing. We're going to punch down the bread, okay? So take your bread out. Remember, it's alive. Don't be violent with it. This is a gentle punch. But you do want to take your hand in a fist, and we're going to gently press it down. We're just pressing. Ooh, I can hear it. Gently pressing out the extra air, okay? Until you get that nice and smushed, and then you can be ready for the next step, okay?